This is the Atmocube air quality monitor. I actually received this for free when I signed up for Absolute Rest. I have a video where I tested a $10,000 sleep program on my main channel. You can go check that out. But they gave this to me and I was like, this is so cool. How does it compare to the other air quality monitor devices that I have? And is this actually worth it? It is a professional air quality monitor with 12 sensors. It's $180 to $550. And I think it's really only meant for commercial use cases. But how does it compare to the Ping at $129 or the Aware Element, which is $149? Now this is the Atmocube. You've got the power button. It shows you PM, which is dust, CHO2, TVOC, the temperature, humidity, light, CO2, and we've got a button right here. On the sides, you have gaps to be able to get air for the sensors. And then on the back, we have two hooks where you can mount it on the wall if you need. It's the Atmocube indoor air quality monitor. And then on the back, we have USB-A, USB-C, and a Ethernet cable, it looks like, to connect networking. And then 4 little pads right here to help with supporting it if it touches the wall. And this is really all that it looks like. It's clean, it's pristine, it's dark, and you can just set it on the floor like so, or you can mount it on the wall using the 2 brackets on the back. It's a clean, minimalist design, and it blends into any environment. It's a compact footprint. It is about twice the size of the Aware Element, but the Aware Element is definitely thicker on the side. This bad boy is pretty thin. And if it's plastic, it feels pretty durable. I wouldn't say anything awfully bad about it. Now, who's this for? It's mainly for commercial building managers, green building compliance officers, and health-conscious homeowners. This is really a professional-grade device, but as someone who cares about their health, I want the best of the best. And it's going to cover all major indoor air pollutants. So not just CO2 and PM 2.5. It measures a ton more. We'll have a link down below if you want to click that, help support the channel. Now, this covers an area of about 3,500 square feet, 325 meters squared. You can power via USB-C, power over Ethernet, or battery backup, which is an optional upgrade. Connects via Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, or you can use Bluetooth 5.0 for setup, or even Ethernet to connect to the internet. And now, what are the sensors that come in it? So you have 12 parameters that are measured. Particulate matter, PM, you get PM1, PM 2.5, and PM10. These are laser-based optical sensors. Then you have TVOC, which is total volatile organic compound. So it's gases from furniture, paints, cleaning products, building materials. Then you get CO2 with the NDIR sensor. It's the gold standard for CO2 measurement, tracking ventilation effectiveness and occupancy. So really good. Like, this is all important. I got this for sleeping to make sure the best air quality possible. Then formaldehyde, CH2O. So it's a separate dedicated sensor for this specific carcinogen from furniture and building materials. Then temperature, which is accurate plus minus 0.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, accurate to plus minus 3%. Atmospheric pressure, tracks barometric changes affecting comfort and health. Ambient light intensity, lux measurement for circadian rhythm and workplace lighting compliance. Noise levels for decibel monitoring for acoustic comfort standards. Now there's optional upgradable sensors, which is ozone O3, carbon monoxide CO, occupancy radar sensor for people counting, and then additional formaldehyde sensors. This is a reset grade B accredited for commercial interiors, well building standard compliant, meets LEED, Fitwel green building requirements, and it uses Sensorion professional grade sensors throughout. Now, why does this exist? Well, indoor air is typically 2 times more polluted than outdoor air in your office space when it comes to working. You want good air quality. And I think a lot of people don't think about this when you have your own office, but when it's a large building, they do optimize for these things. A lot of consumer air quality monitors lack the accuracy certifications for professional compliance, and this is able to meet that. I think during COVID-19, the pandemic, there's a lot of elevated awareness for proper ventilation to minimize disease transmission. Knowing that CO2 levels above 1,000 ppm can impair cognitive function by 15 to 50%. So it can affect workplace productivity. Formaldehyde is carcinogenic, but it's rarely monitored. And Atmo wanted to bridge that gap between a $50 consumer device and $2,000 scientific grade monitors to bring theirs in the middle. Now, how do I use this? I use it next to my bed. I place it there. The data gets sent to an app and I can see the information. If anything turns red, the LEDs turn red here, I can be like, oh shoot, maybe I need to open a window. Or maybe I need to understand if something is negatively impacting my space. For the most part, I found most of my air quality is pretty good. CO2 can sometimes rise. Formaldehyde doesn't really change much, but organic compounds, maybe if I'm cleaning with specific chemicals, like that can go up. So it's just open the windows when that happens. And then there's an Atmocube business app for facility managers. So there's a ton of stuff that you can do with this. I want the best of the best, and that is why I got this. I haven't tried the upgrades. Maybe I want to. Atmo, if you want to send me more of these or the upgrades that I can test to do a more in-depth video, please let me know. A little complex in terms of the setup process. It does require some customization. It's not the easiest thing, but it's built for commercial use cases. It's $180. And then if you want to add stuff to the sensors, it becomes a bit more expensive. And there's also a pro dashboard subscription as well. So is this thing actually worth it? I think so, because it offers 5 to 7 more parameters than your consumer competitors. It is certified for professional grade sensors. So it's not just you know, a consumer grade, oh, I'm getting decent data. Like you want accuracy, but this might be a bit overkill for people who kind of want nice to know air quality concerns. But when you're optimizing your health, you want the best of the best, like me, this is the way to go. We'll have a link down below. Subscribe, turn notifications, follow me at Shervin Shares. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.